what is your number one tip for doing well in the UCAT?
Yeah, so the one major tip I'd say is focusing on your mental health and being confident, okay? Confidence generally, like whether it be for BC exams, for SACs, UCAT, being confident makes such a huge difference in how you perform. That confidence of, I can do it is great. And how do you build your confidence? You build your confidence through hard work, through practice, right? If you're cramming it, you're not going to feel as confident because your scores might not be showing that improvement. So obviously you're not going to perform as well.
And if I had to summarize one major tip,
I
would say, honestly, you have to have a very, very growth-based mindset because you can, especially if you are dedicating the final week or two to just doing UCAT. It's easy to fixate a lot on scores.
Yes.
I personally fell victim to that. I'm sure you did as well. Functionally, the only score that matters, as we kind of touched on earlier, is what you do on the day.
Yes.
Right? 200 clicks of the mouse, 2 hours, even less if you don't consider a certain component of the test.
Yep.
And so yeah, you do need that growth mindset when it comes to sitting your mock exams, reviewing them again, casting your ego aside and saying, you know what, I'm pretty bad at this question type. I had to do that a lot. My ego was absolutely shot as I prepared for UCAT.
I'm sure you thanked yourself for it.
Absolutely. And you'll never regret working hard. You'll never regret recognizing a weakness and working on it yourself.
Yeah.
If you're not feeling particularly happy about your results, I think the main thing to notice there is it's not necessarily the end of your med or dent dreams. There's so many other pathways to get in. If you can maximize your ATAR, there could be a chance as well. But other than that, just trying your best with the ATAR. I think it's quite a difficult thing to get back up from your UCAT and go, okay, now I have to focus on the rest of my VC or the rest of my ATAR. So just focusing on the rest of the year, making the most out of it. And then if you get med, well, that's amazing. But if you don't, then just thinking about other ways as well. So that's probably the main thing. Yeah.
Saturdays were just like my UCAT day. Awesome. That was it. I just did practice exam and thoroughly look over it as well. There's no use doing a practice exam if you don't know what you did wrong and don't learn from what you did wrong. So I feel like looking over your exams thoroughly and working out how you do the questions is a big part of it.
Yeah, I'd say for those who are going to go into the UCAT currently, just again, balance and consistency. I know it's hard, easier said than done, but it is simple as that. If you put in the effort and do a little bit every single day or even a bit every now and then, you will see results and you'll see improvements. And it's even better to do it with friends because you will support each other as you complete it.
Surround yourself with knowledgeable and like-minded people. If I was to redo the whole thing again, I would probably find a program such as Contours that might include a bit more of a guided approach and a tutoring sort of structured approach where, it's not just you in front of a computer screen figuring out all the shortcuts and the strategies on your own and reading through endless pages of tutorial guides. Someone actually being there and being like, okay, this is what worked for me. These are the little, hot chips here and there that helped me, during this particular struggle. Because I feel like everyone has that point where it's like, my scores are not improving.
If something's not working for you, after a certain point, you have to be analyzing what's going on. For me, the biggest mistake I made was I really relied on, it's going to work out, I'm going to get there, it's going to all succeed for me. My biggest regret was not acting on, okay, this isn't working for me. At the time I was using MedEntry and that was the only thing I was doing. Maybe I should have acted on, maybe I should have tried a program, maybe I should have tried something else to see if something else could switch it up and make it work for me. So my number one tip would be always just analyzing, just seeing, is this the right thing? Is this working for me? And if it's not working and you're getting closer to that UCAT date, which is ever coming, you really have to switch it up. You have to make something work. And I would encourage everyone to think about that as well.
When you boil it down to the very basics, I'd say the one tip, the one most important thing is to actually make sure you learn from your practice. Make sure that when you're reflecting, you're able to identify what these issues are, what the things you're struggling with are, what the common problems are. Never brush aside an issue. Never say that I'll get this right on exam day. Oh, I know how to do this question. I just a careless mistake. I missed something. Find every error and just learn from those mistakes, reinforce them, practice with a specific focus to address them. And yeah, if you keep on doing that, you'll keep on improving. It might be slow sometimes, it might be fast sometimes, but you'll keep on making progress towards hitting your maximum capacity, hitting what you're capable of.
Yeah, for number one tip, I would say again, stagnation happens for everyone at some point, will happen. For me, it was like 2800s, 900s for a very long time. And the reason why people can't get past that stagnation is like, they're like, oh, I'm missing a skill, or it's my accuracy, or whatever. But at the core of it, like you've learned all the skills, right? And that's why you've got into that stage. The reason why you can't build up from that is more about the mastery of that technique. So getting it from this idea of being a conscious technique to subconscious, because again, it's a skill, and sometimes, just how you breathe subconsciously, you want to also be practicing those skills subconsciously as well. So at that stage, what you really want to be doing is improving efficiency. So not just becoming faster or maybe even rushing those questions, which a lot of students can fall into the trap of. What you want to be doing is like getting better at maybe drawing your diagrams faster or interpreting them faster, shaving down time in QR. Maybe there's a faster formula you can use, not just doing the one that you're most comfortable with and that will get the question right. You don't want to just get the question right. You want to get it right efficiently.
I think the one thing that people don't really tell you is to stop comparing yourself to other people. That was like my biggest downfall. At the start of my prep, I was constantly comparing scores with friends, with people around me, figuring out how everyone was going, where really you should be focusing on how you're feeling. That is where the real improvement is. It's not in your scores. It's how you're feeling throughout it when you're doing it. And you should definitely not compare yourself with other people, because it's going to make you feel less worthy or too worthy, and then suddenly you just stop locking in, right? And because of that, I that's like the one thing I will always tell everyone. Don't ever sit there and ask someone how they're going with the UCAT. On your exam day, don't ever talk to anyone in that exam room. Just go in yourself.